All right, we can move on here now with game 5. And the year is 1800. And here we go again. We have 4 or 5 cards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards for 7 turns. It is what it is with this game. But I think Mr. Racer would tell me to not dawdle and kick in with the overthrow of the directory using this card. Now, he has a little built-in failsafe that when you do run out of these cards, you will go over to, and I'm showing you this in a button. As a matter of fact, we hit this in our very first game. And it's kind of weird, I have to admit it, that we hit this so much. But there you go. In the extreme rare event, it's not very extreme. It's quite common that there are no cards left in a draw deck during the campaign segment, blah, 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 during the segment in the commander era. Immediately skip to the campaign resolution phase and play the card, which is fine. And then if you can't afford it, the game ends. So that's pretty much it. This time, though, we can't afford it, and we will be forced to overthrow the government and have our little coup d'etat with Lucien taking a big part. That's just part of history. It's what he does to keep the game flow going. But I'm pretty sure the way it should be played, or the way he's maybe intended it to be played, it's all up to strategy. I chose to ignore this card and kick in. Now, I'm not sure what card deck that kicks in. Does it kick in this card deck here? Because we've already put in 1796 in the first console deck. So, like I said, this game might be breakable. I think this maybe could have used a little bit more, just more cards in the Commander era. We're running out. Why are you running out of cards? So, yeah, there you go. Huh. I'm going to check that out right now. Let's grab this card. And it says, add the first console deck cards next year. Well, that's next year. Well, I guess everything will work out all right. Well, there you go. First console deck is nice and thick. That's what we're trying to get to. Can be a little thin coming up through here. All right, this is game number 5, and I've hit this extreme rare event, and I'm playing. I got this game now. It don't take that long to get this game. I mean, we'll give you a little break, but maybe game 1 or 2, but you hit game 3, 4, and 5, and it ain't me. So yeah, we'll see what's up. Like I said, it's a nice game, but I think he could definitely use more cards in this Commander era. I mean, I chose, like I said, to hold off on this. It was my strategy, and now he's going to kick in the failsafe to make sure that I have to have the first console. But I guess, yeah, when it kicks in, we'll definitely have enough cards, and the game will be saved, and we will not have to go to the game immediately ends. All right, there we go. All right, let's play. We're having a good time with this game, and I just want to make note, a few minutes around here are golden to be able to play a game. But, as I always say, I'm off 3 months during the winter. I think January, February, and a little bit into March. So that's my gaming time. I can't complain. Like, this isn't my gaming time of year. All right, first card of 1800. We'll see what happens. Nelson. Ain't that you know what? -2. Well, first console. He don't kick in yet, but we'll put him into Britain. Yeah. Oh, Admiral Nelson. There's a whole story in itself right there. As a matter of fact, Nelson by Ted Racer. It could be a game implementation. All right, let's go. Next card. Bernadette Commander. All right, we are set on commanders. So when it comes time to fight, we got all our commanders set to go. I don't see any limitations on them. There's a couple of them here that can be used and discarded, but that's only if you use them in certain extreme conditions. All right, hold on. All right, that's that. We did that. Go down to our next card draw, number 3. Get close to that 7. Writing accident. Advance the card draw track to reveal the next card. Ooh. We could be close to hitting the old failsafe. All right. Advance the card draw track to 4. Then discard it. Reveal the next card, which would have been anti-front. Oh, that's good. We don't want this anyway. That sucks up glory no matter what. Alright, so we discard it. Goes here in the discard pile. Ooh, then remove this card from play. And it has a certain things that kick in if it's the last card on the draw deck, so it doesn't. So it says remove this card from play? Yeah. Okay, remove it. It's over here. Alright, so we're down to 3 cards. We'll move it now down to 5. Draw us a new card. Oh, Josephine's Infidelity. Luckily for us, we ain't got her as our wife. Remove this card from play. Oh, if she does cheat on you, you remove it from play. Otherwise, she's over there just itching to go. Alright, down here to the next one. We don't have anybody in the campaign area, so card draw number 6. Italian Republics. If Army of Italy is the active campaign, it's not. Our first council deck is in play, it's not. Must blah 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 blah. Remove the card. Otherwise, discard with no effect. Discard here. Roll a die for our campaign, and we almost need a 1. Yeah, right. That'll work. Our card action phase is done. We go to a campaign resolution phase. There's no campaign in here, so we do now. From playing this game, we take all the campaign modifier cards. We got all kinds of stuff to do. So let me show you right here. If the campaign box is empty and Spanish Ulcer Expeditions is not active, it is not. Discard all campaign modifier cards and proceed to the diplomatic phase, which we don't use. So campaign modifier cards go into the discard pile. Here we go. All right, now, campaign resolution phase. I'm going to kick this in myself, because I can see we're getting low on cards, all this other stuff. Let's look over here. Are we ready to get a little shake-up going on in the government? All right. May be played at the beginning of any campaign resolution phase, which is right now, and you have a combined value of at least 20 glory and or political points. So we have 9 glory and 12 political. Equals, I think, 21 if I'm off, if I my math real quick. But we're good to go. So meet that criteria. Discard any cards in the campaign and campaign modifiers and roll a die. So we just did that. Discarded them. We were following the Brumaire procedure. This is key to this game. Very key. This is card 47. Roll or die. 4 or less, the game ends. 5 or more, success, blah, 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 from play. Remove this card from play and add the first council deck next year during the card deck phase. Wow, we'll have to see how to do that. May gain one die roll modifier for every on the roll for every 2 political points spent. So let's go over to 0 for this overthrow of the directory roll. Alright. Further modifiers may come from Augustin Robespierre. Oh, Augusta Robespierre. Oh, we don't have him on here. You gotta be kidding me. Talleyrand we do. Alright, Robespierre's fall must have been played already. Oh, Lucien Bonaparte gives us when Brumaire 47 is played, plus 5 political points. So we get plus 5 political. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 17. Alright. And you can spend 2 for a die roll modifier. And we'll see if there's a limit on that. Oh, Joseph Fouché. We don't have him in there. Oh, Bernadette. Wow. Commander. Comes into play. When Brumaire 47 is played, roll a die. Oh, well, here you go. We'll have to check our Bernadette's going to have some effect on us here. Let's check it out. We have to roll a die. Now on this game, everything is a high roll. So always looking for that high roll. We get a 6. Yeah, 6. 3 to 8, no effect. No effect. We could have got a -1 on the overthrow roll, or a +1 on the overthrow roll. So he goes back in there. For some reason, Bernadette was key to or could have played a key part in the overthrow of the directory on Brumiere, whatever that is. Something on November, maybe. Am I right? All right, let's go on to this. Don't get sidetracked. All right. Next is Abby Skiles. And we do have him. Here he is. And he'll have an effect on the overthrow. One Brumiere is played +1, so now we're up to +1. It's our first positive. Ooh, and Talleyrand is in play. Talleyrand. When Brumiere 47 is played, may pay 1 administrative to gain a 2 die roll. We will do that. So one of our administrative points will go down. And we'll get a 2 die roll. And we're up to +3. And I think that is it for the Brumiere die roll modifiers. +3. There's the results. And we're looking for a high roll. 6. We're loving it. With a 9. 5 or more success. Remove this card from play. Add the first console deck. So here you go. Definitely saved. Now there'll be a bunch of cards you immediately place on the board. If you have your deck set up the right way like I do. Here's the title card, and all these will tell you what to do with them. And some of them might be placed down. There's certain criteria to flip them on up, if that's what it does. So there you go. Let's read the rest of Brumiere. Make sure we get this right before we get you eager beavered. Alright, remove this card from play. Add the first console cards next year during the card deck phase. So we are on the campaign resolution phase. We got to get all this checked out. Let's get these over here. Next year. Let's check this out real quick. What do we do first? Do we do the cards or do we remove the year marker first? We'll see. Alright, combat resolution phase is over. We don't go to diplomatic phase or politics only phase. Cleanup phase now. Hold off a second. Alright, so flip over all treaties. Everything's good there. Flip the Napoleon's luck. Did we use that? Unused. Alright. Administrative and diplomacy. Get the obligatories back to zeros. But we're kind of fat up here. And you can judge the game by the year and by your glory and see how I'm doing in comparison. Alright, here we go. Oh, exception, blah, blah, blah. And I think now we go to the year setup phase. And it did say we kick in the cards in the next year, so I think that'll kick them in for us. Reach in the other than that, return to the year setup phase. Now I've done this 50 times, but I always go back here to help me out just to make sure. And it's good old spot 6.0. We do have that down the pat. Advance a year track marker to begin a new year. All right, so now we're at 1801. A little early on the first console deck. And this is key to the game. If you're playing it and you're wondering what comes first, don't worry about that track. Like I said, the cards come in first. So the cards can maybe come in during 1795 and 1796 in this game. I think. I might be wrong. Although this is card 47. Let's look and see what. All right, you have to wait till 1796. So there you go. 1796 will be the first chance you'll get at overthrowing a directory and becoming first console or establishing yourself as first console. All right, let's read the rest of this card. Oh, this card, any cards we played. Am I looking at the right card? Yeah, Premiere. Here combine. And add first console cards. Next year during the card deck phase. Alright, we're on the year setup phase. Do we get everything checked out? Let's make sure we're not. We don't get ahead of ourselves. We just advance the turn marker. We get our income. Alright. 2 administrative for year for General Bonaparte. Oh. What else we get here? You want to look at these little ribbons? Birth year, 2 administrative per year, up to 4. Another ribbon, Talleyrand. It gives me 1 diplomacy per year, but I have to be first consul. We're not kicked in yet. All right. Now this I don't know about this what's his name? The old Fushi. So, you know, it's really kind of funny. The guy across the street from me, his name's Fushi. Wow, that's weird. All right, hold on. Well, first console, okay, don't kick in. You get -2 glory, but get 1 political per year. I don't like that. So, Fushi, you're out of here. Although I think he has some good effects for other things to kick in, so you got to weigh the pros and cons. All right. What are we looking at here? We're getting ready. We got all that. 222. Talleyrand doesn't kick in. We are done with that. Resource income segment. Income effects. We got that. Now you can exchange political points or exchange for administrative points on a 1-to-1 basis. Nah, we're good. Although we're fat on political points, but we'll be fine. Glory can be exchanged for a 3-to-1. No, we're not doing that. We don't touch that. At least I don't. You can do your own game. All right, card deck phase. This is key. This is very key. Hold on. Oh, let me see here. We're not doing something right. Advance your turn. Then reset the card draw marker. Okay, I did that. That's one thing we didn't do. All right, we're good. Everything's good. Card deck phase. All right, now I'm going to take care of cards here. Now, what I'm going to do is take out any card from 1801 on it down. And you can just see, as a matter of fact, on this deck, we only have 7 cards. So, we'll do this together. This card here is out of play. Won't see that no more in my life. All right. This card here, nothing underneath it, stays. This card here, 1815. R card, 135. 135s haven't come into effect yet. Them are way up. Emperor deck. R1 is used. Huh. All right, well, we'll keep this one. We haven't used this one yet. Nothing down here. We're looking for it specifically right here. Will be a date. Nothing there. I just dropped a card. Oh, don't want to do that. Okay, this one here is good. Again, nothing going on there. And what do we got here? 1815. So this is good. It's still in play. All right, so in our draw deck, none are taken out. We're going to add the first console deck, and this will just stock us up. So Mr. Racer's game came through. He's got it designed right. Hold on a second for a cough break. If you do run into anything like that, and it happens a lot, you're probably playing the game wrong. I leave it up to little GWG to take a while to get it going. All right. This can place immediately. Card 67. Let's look at this first console card. Place in potential treaties during the first console setup, which is right now. While face down in current treaties, skip Prussia's. Oh, check this out. While face down in current treaties, skip Prussia's diplomacy roll for this year, then flip face up. Treaty of Rhine, potential treaty. Must be moved to current treaties after victory in Republican war with Prussia. I'm going to have to read this one. Let me check these out. Let me check all these out, and I'll be right back. All right, this one goes face up in potential treaties to start it out with, and then you get to read it on over. There you go. And you got one thing about this game, you got to keep track of all these cards. So here now, another thing I want to do before let's do that now. Let's take this. Let's get this card deck back here, first console deck, because there's a whole bunch of cards on here that need to be removed when this first console deck comes in. So we checked out our draw deck. None of those come out, but I think a bunch of these will come out. Let me look at my board. I think some of these come on out. We'll be right back. All right, and now after looking over the whole board, we got a bunch of them that come out. Not really sure about this Juno card. Failure result in Expedition IC. I have to look that up. I got to pull up a card. But anyway, first console deck, Bonaparte leads. We'll get rid of that one. Also, maneuver sur les derrieres. I guess I figured that as maneuver around the rear, get behind your rear. That comes out, first console deck. This one comes out, birth year 1815, our abdication. Oh, wait. This one stays in. I'm sorry. I must have been looking at this. So 1815, our abdication. Birth year, you stay in. Chief of Staff, so he stays in there. I'm sorry. I removed that one on mistake. All right. You always look in this corner. Like I said, I missed that one. I don't know what I must have seen first council deck there. All right. Here you go. First council deck, so we lose Barras. We lose Size or whatever. Siles. But anyway, first council deck. Also, our Bonaparte general. We're no longer a general. We are first council and leader of the country. So this card comes out. And Lucien, thank you, sir, for your services and shutting my mouth when I was talking too much and taking control of the situation. So here you go. First council deck, if not in play, or Emperor deck. So if this was not in play, you remove him during the first council deck. He's in play. Emperor deck and everything else. So these all stay good to go. These are all no more. I'm going to check out old Find out what that means. There you go. All these are my discarded, out of play no more in this game deck. All right. Now, we can go ahead with this. And this is a big part of the game. And it's taking some time, but I really like it. I enjoy the heck out of it. Just, this is the first time I've ever played a game like this with all these cards. So, like I said, it's key, and it'll take you a few games to get through it, or you can watch my video and jump ahead of the crowd. All right. Let me find out what's up with this. We'll be right back. All right. The only thing it tells me is failure result and expedition IC. I've looked through all the expeditions, and I don't see anything that says IC, so not really knowing what that is. It says here, though, and this is fantastic. Fantastic. Give him a medal for this card manifest. You gotta love this. Juno never became marshal because of defeat in Spain, and also because he had informed Napoleon of Josephine's infidelity. Do I take him out or not? Failure. I haven't had no failure in any expeditions, campaign expedition effects in any one combat round. Loyalty 8 to 10. I'm keeping him in here. I don't think he got out, so Juno is staying in. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take care of all these. All right, this card here is moved into current treaties. It'll tell you here, place in potential treaties face up during the first council setup, while face down in current treaties. There's a difference between potential treaties and current treaties. So we'll put this one face up in potential treaties. Our next card that goes on the board and with our new deck is place in potential treaties during the first council setup while face down in current. So that's another one that goes here, the Treaty of Madrid. So these are all potential treaties. This will come in with the diplomacy phase. And we've gone up to the point where we're used the diplomacy and domestic politics phase. And they're pretty interesting in the mechanics involved in those phases. Next one here. First council, place in potential treaties. Again, potential treaties. All kinds of potential treaties coming up here. This one's Convention of Montfortland. Montfortland. Well, we'll check that all out when it comes on through. There's 3 of them there. The next card he placed on the board. A lot going on when I promote myself to first council. All right. This one here, place an I Napoleon during the setup. And this is just triggered effects. There's a difference between, there's levels of first council. There's first council, imperial plebiscite, whatever that is. We can look it up here. 110. A mere formality, the plebiscite confirmed by a somewhat suspiciously overwhelmingly margin the already announced appointment of Napoleon to emperor. So there you go. But this card will kick in and will have certain effects. So put that up here. Oh, this card here I left in there. It says 1796 or when used. We haven't used it. Oh, you know what? 1796 is passed. So it kicked in. We'll get this one. We'll get rid of this one. 1796 or. So there you go. 1796 is passed. That card's out of here. Just notice that. Next card. Play face down an I Napoleon during the first council setup. Turn face up by first council 76. Huh. Council 76. These cards are 64. Okay, well, we'll do it. Place it face down. First council for life. allows play of this. So all these cards trigger other cards. So we'll put this one down. Place face down in I Napoleon during first council setup, which is now. Turn face up by first council. This is card 76. And when we play for card 76, that'll come up. Okay. Easy enough. This one here. Place on potential treaties during first council setup. More potential treaties. So the potential treaties are really coming in here. And it's a big part of the game. The game's about to get a lot more complicated, but not too bad. Like I said, it's an easy rated game. Placing campaign during first council setup. All right, here we go. And it will be first council going against Austria. I gotta quit saying Australia. I wonder if anybody else ever has that problem. Austria is hostile. I was gonna say, I thought they were neutral, but that's Prussia. So they're hostile. That will be our first campaign, as was. I guess, are we talking Austerlitz then? Next card. During first council setup. So what do we got going on here? First council. All right, here you go. And this will be our ongoing effect. This will be our income goes up to 3 admin per year. We gained 1 over just being a general. So there you go. May -2 after the first year is first council to remove this card and play the first council for life. So that's the card underneath it. You got to keep track of all this. What we were just talking about. And we got all kinds of them. Wow. Potential campaigns. There you go. This all takes care of our diplomacy phase. Louisiana campaign. And I've been through this. I've played these cards before. So we have gotten this far. Haven't gotten the Emperor-elect deck, though. I wonder if that's a big thing on this game. Is who could make it. Who's the first one to make it to the Emperor deck on YouTube? All right. Place of potential campaigns. Ooh, a potential campaign. More of them. Wow. It's ridiculous. We'll gather all these up here like this. So there you go. All right. And place a potential, all kinds of potential campaigns when you turn into first council, take control of the government. There you go. That'll be it. First council deck is in. And here you go. Commander deck. We hit card 29. We hit the 1796 deck, and now our first council deck to be, and these cards here to be shuffled in. So I've got to, I think we're all set up. Card action phase, or the card deck phase. Let me finish it up by shuffling all these cards. We got a big shuffle, good shuffle, and get ready for our card action phase, our first card actions of or as first council. Be right back. All right, first council draw deck ready to go. We're ready to fire up as first council. None of this comes into effect yet because we are going to the card action phase. Take a little break, make sure everything's ready to go. And I just want to make note of the. I'm going to give this game a big plug. I just want to make note of these nice cards looking at you. It's a work of art. That really is. It's great. It's a great game. Everything's compact here. I'm about ready to just pronounce this game as and I've been gaming for a long time, #1 solitaire game. I'm having a great time with this. And don't get me wrong, there's some other games. I think Comancheria or Comanchia or whatever. Oh gosh, I got the game. Hold on a second. That's a good solitaire game. Like I said, I got all kinds of solitaire games. Field Commander Napoleon, that's good. All these other ones, but out of all these games I've played, and hey, am I going to say it's better than Mr. President? Man, I'm going to give it a yes, just simply because it's not really as complicated as Mr. President. So I'm going to give Mr. Racer a thumbs up over Mr. President. And it might just be because it's a game I'm playing right now, but Mr. President's huge, and I had a great time playing it. It's more of a looking through well, let me take that back. I don't know. I'd say yes, just like I said, because of the complication. Mr. President, just a little bit more complicated than I Napoleon, but man, having a great time with I Napoleon. Like I said, I'm a little bit biased because it's my current game I'm playing. We'll be right back. So, like I said, the ultimate game room. would be like old illustration here. We have Mr. President on one table and this on the other, and you'd have yourself a great. You would have. So I could set this up and during my 3 months of off season and just play it this and Mr. President. And there goes my game, and I'd have a great winner. All right, when we come back, like I said, I'm gonna take a little break. Here we are, politically, my glory. Not much on administrative, and diplomacy doesn't really kick into the first council deck phase, so we'll be getting that on up. Well, we won't call this a video yet. We're having a great time. Still playing I, Napoleon, and on game number 5. You should have a little track here about how many games you play, because it's really, the games go by quick. I mean, it takes me a week to play 2 turns, but, you know, if you had time off, hell, these 5 games that I played could have definitely been done in Realville one afternoon. We're kind of here in Bizarro world in GWG land. But, hey, we'll take advantage of our golden minutes and get to play. We'll be right back. All right. And as I was saying, it's just a general feel. You get all these nice little portraits and everything looking at you. And you just got yourself a nice little control center right here. All right, going on with our first card draw as first console. Immediate effect, international or infernal device. What's that mean? All right, let's look underneath here. Card 93. An attempt to blow up Napoleon on the way to the opera in December 1800 narrowly failed. Wow. Well, here we go. Bad way to start it off. Oh, let's check out this. This is killer. Wow. So first console, they try to kill me. All right, let's roll it. 1 and the game ends. We always need a high roll on this game. High roll on this game. 5. What does that do? Get 1 political to remove this card from play. So there you go. Wow, that was a better bitch. But I'm unmarried right now, so there you go. I'll take me another political point to 18, and we survived the blowing up. All right, remove the card from play. We hardly knew ya. Number 2, what's next in my life? As Napoleon, having a good time. General Moreau victorious. Card 72. Let's see what we got down here. Card 72. His victory at Hohenlinden narrowly overshadowed Napoleon's triumph in Italy. Wow. He later joined forces allied against Napoleon and, after taking part in a conspiracy against Napoleon, died fighting against him in Dresden. Wow. Well, who is this? Okay, this card. Placing campaign modifiers, and there he is. And -5 glory. And +1 die roll modifier in the second combat round. Then remove this card from play. If combat only lasts 1 round, discard without effect. So this will come into effect when I have my next campaign in the second combat round. Wow. -5 glory and +1 die roll modifier because he had a victory that overshadowed Napoleon's triumph in Italy. Wow. He later joined forces allied against Napoleon and, after taking part in a conspiracy against Napoleon, died fighting against him at Dresden in 18. Oh, check that out. Big enemy. You didn't like me, did you? All right. Well, we put this in campaign modifier, so there you go. Interesting. You're learning all kinds of history here. Having a great time, like I said, with this game. Card draw number 3. Oh, this one killed me. This is the one that got me last time. Freaking must choose either accept his offer, resign in favor of Bourbons, and the game ends, or row. Well, I'm not doing this. What the hell? Refuse his offer, and must have at least 1 Oh, see? This is what it was. This is what killed me last game. We were politically Paul. We had no political points when this card came up last time, and we were unable to kick in the effect, and I had to give up and accept his offer to resign because I didn't have any political clout. And this alternate reality or playthrough, we have plenty of political clout. So there you go. I will refuse his offer. I will pay one. Must have at least one political to choose this option to remove this card from play. So there you go. See you later. See you later, Louis. Oh, yeah. We'll pay that point. So that's what happened at my last game. Wow. All right. Down to 4. There you go. We're coming on up. We're still alive. We made it. Napoleon and Jews. Oh, that don't sound too good. Let's choose either +5 glory minus or. Oh, why would I do the second? Yeah. Then remove this card from play. Well, let's go down here. I want to see what goes on with card 100. And we'll find out what the story is behind the card. We're having a great time in this game. Napoleon and the Jews. Liberating Jews abroad. Napoleon sometimes restricted their actions at home under the demands of Christian merchants who were jealous of Jewish success. Wow. Liberating Jews abroad. Napoleon sometimes restricted their actions at home under the commands of Christians. Oh, check that out. So, to get a political point, I mean, what are you doing here? Politics, there's a no-brainer. 5 glory. -1 political to 16. 5 glory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 14. Yeah, it's a no-brainer for this rendition of Napoleon's life. Moving it from play down to card draw 5, and we're still here. Censorship, immediate effect on reveal. Must choose either -5 glory and +R. This is no-brainers. All right, we'll take that. We'll take choice number 2, 5 glory more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And -2 political. Yeah, it was good. They have a lot of political points. We built them up. So in this game here, our glory just superseded our political. There you go. All right, we'll take that. Discard. Oh, discard. We'll make sure we did this right. Remove discard from play. Refuse or offer. I must remove discard from play. Make sure we're doing this right. They remove discard from play. All right. We got a little bit of a habit of moving cards from play, but this one here can come back to haunt us again. All right, now we're getting down to card draw number 6, and we'll put the die over there because we got to roll for a campaign. Gotta go fight over in Austria, or against Austria somewhere. Creating marshals. May -1 administrative to get 5 glory and 1 political. Then remove this card from play. Well, that's a no-brainer. -1 administrative. 5 more glory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 24. And we'll gain our political back. All right, we're getting a little bit of luck here. And Napoleon. Roll a die. A 1, we go to campaign. I think we're set up for it. 8, that won't do it. Card draw number 7. All these card draws are a total episode in themselves. Haitian campaign, or Haiti campaign. I shouldn't put words in their mouths. It's an expedition. Look at the killer portrait we have here. When revealed, if merchant demand slavery 99 is in play, it's not. Must immediately resolve the expedition as below. Otherwise, discard, not remove from play with no effect. So right here, card 99 is not in play. So discard, pile. Rolling a die, 1 or 2, and we go campaigning. Whoop. Grasshopper time. 4, no campaigning. On to card draw number 8. What does this card reveal? My game does it come to an end with secret intelligence. Immediate effect. Look at that creepy character. People were creepy back then. Did they really look like that? That's weird. I think the paintings don't do them justice. All right, hold on. When revealed, May -1 administrative, either +1 diplomacy and +1 politics, then discard, or place discard in campaign modifiers. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't know if we need the political and diplomacy. We got 0 diplomacy, though. Campaign modifiers, 1.91 combat round. Yeah, we'll take that. We like that because we know what's coming on up. Campaign modifiers. Yeah. Let me see what's going on. We need this old boy. Help us against that old boy. There you go. Playing a little bit of game within a game. Rolling the die. Oh, what numbers are we looking for? 1 through 3. And we go campaigning. 8. Nowhere near campaigning. Card draw number 9. Here you go. Enemy cavalry charge. Uncool. Let's put this card up here. Let's try to check them all out. There you go. There you go. Enemy cavalry charge is not good. There you go. Second combat round unless Marat. So there you go. Another strategy. Play Marat is assigned to this campaign. We're all set. This is great. This is a great time. Great night. All right, let's roll. 1 to 4. And then we go campaigning. 8. And nowhere near does this game want me to go campaigning. So we'll go out here to card draw number 10. Using up those cards already. Opposed river crossing. Oh, they're opposing me in my river crossing. -1 in the first combat round, so this is not a good card to have happened. Bad luck. Campaign modifiers. That's bad mojo. Let's roll. 1 to 5. We go to battle against the Austrians. 9. It says no way. Card draw 11. It's like a pitcher. Using up those pitches. League of Armed Neutrality. Immediate effect. May set Russia to allied if Tsar Paul. Yeah, it's in play. They remove this card. All right. Russia. Ooh, we're loving life on this one. Let's go read up about card 84. And there you go. Oops. I had it right there, but I passed it on up. And there you go. Great thing about this game. Tsar Paul organized the nations of Northern Europe against British interest. All right, well, my phone is telling me I am a long-winded SOB. So we're going to call it a video. We will put this, we set Russia to allied. We're loving old Tsar Paul. Hoping he stays in power for a while. And hold off on Alexander. So he will go to allied. So diplomacy-wise, Spain allied, Russia allied, Prussia neutral, Austria and Britain, the only ones against us. And this game's working out the way it is intended. We have a campaign coming up. All right, League of Armed Neutrality. Then remove this card from play or discard. So we're good to go. This card is out of the game. We're going to roll 1 to 6 and we go to a campaign. 8. It does not want us to go to a campaign. I got one more card draw. We're getting ready to call this video, but hang in there. Uh-oh. She's not our wife, so we can just remove this card. Otherwise, this card, so she can always come back to haunt us. 1 to 7. A 9. All right. I think we go campaigning anyway at the end of the track. So used up 12 cards. When we come back, it is Austria time. Italy. -1 all combat rounds if Russia is hostile. Luckily for us, we just made him our ally. Woo! Having a good time. Be back with Napoleon. And I am still here in 1801 and First Consul. We're kicking some stuff in. We'll be back.